Stephen Dunn here with CORE Therapy and Pilates. I got my little buddy Dudley hanging out with me. He's hanging out, being a good boy this morning, bright and early. My little sweet greeter. I wanted to go over real quick today. First of all, school's out and the traffic on Bee Caves is going to be significantly better for the next few months, and so that's a very positive. It took me literally like half the time that it normally takes to get here, and I only live about a mile from here. But anyway, what I wanted to go over today was a question that I get frequently, and what we have here is this wall, and on this wall it's called our Wall of Fame, and we have a lot of pictures of people that have come through our studio, and people who have come through for different reasons, for injuries, for sports, for performance or whatnot. And I wanted to just kind of go through that today because I got my most recent addition to the wall just last week, or maybe actually 2 weeks ago. And the most recent addition that I got was our picture from Margana Wood. Now Margana is a client of ours who actually won Miss Texas last year and ended up in the top 5 in Miss America last year in 2017. And what happened was she came to us with an issue with one of her for her skill, her performance that she was doing for the pageant. And we were able to help her, Cheryl and I, over the course of 3 or 4 months of therapy and Pilates and gyrotonic. We were able to really help her get back to doing the things that she was having trouble with doing. So that's the most recent addition to the mix. When I got this from her, what I told her is that I would put her next to her fellow UT alumni, Mr. Earl Campbell, which has been one of our favorite patients of all time here. It's been a couple years since we saw him. This is one of my buddies, Brandon. He played football at Baylor. Was the senior when RG3 came to town, and was basically RG3's like recruiting brother, recruiting mentor for the weekend when he came to town. So he's got lots of great stories about RG3 before anyone knew who RG3 was. Now we'll pan down a little bit. This is from the Black Keys. Now this is really cool. This was one of the most cool nights of my career. I get asked about this poster frequently. And what happened is, at the time, it's been a few years now, one of my clients was worked for the Black Keys, was involved with their production unit, producing them. And we were talking about, as I was working on her, she was saying that the people she worked for needed some help with their backs and etc. And I mentioned, hey, I'd be happy to go work on them. And not knowing who the band was or anything, I was able to arrange to go set up my table backstage. And I ended up at the Frank Irwin Center, setting up on top of the UT logo in the men's locker room. So it was kind of cool, a neat experience as we're talking about UT. Now we're going to go a little further down the way. Here we have a young girl named Peyton. She was in the Nutcracker, was the lead gal in the Nutcracker, which was really cool because we not only got to treat her for several months getting her prepared for the performance, but then we got to go watch her perform, and it was really quite amazing. This was one of our very first professional athletes we worked with, a gal who is a triathlete, and we helped her get ready for her Ironman and Kona. And then these are some of our high school athletes. These were some of my very first athletes that I treated way back when we opened up back in 2005, 2006, 2007. A young girl from Bowie played some softball at UTSA. 2 kids from Westlake, that one ended up playing baseball in college, one ended up playing volleyball at Baylor. So this is our Wall of Fame, and I get asked about this frequently, so I just wanted to go over that and answer that question. And that's it, guys. I hope y'all have a fantastic day, and I'll be seeing y'all real soon around the studio. Take care.